Good afternoon, this is Ivan Amara. It's coming, I don't know, 5 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed my video I made yesterday. Should be coming to 5, right? 4:34. I just got back from my shift at home for you. I'm fucking tired, man. I think I'm off tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow, but I know I work Sunday. I'll ask my boss if I can get tomorrow off. Anthony can work tomorrow, then Sunday I'll work and I'll help Anthony out. Anthony needs my help on Sundays. Sundays at home for you are busy, right? Very busy. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. Yeah. Talked about Skysource, Xanus, the rights, all that stuff. Xanus being a masterpiece. Yeah. My Xanus book is a masterpiece, guys. You'll see what I mean when you read it. I wrote an amazing book. There's a reason why the Gates want to control your brand, Ivan. They know how good it is. They know how big it is. They know how good it is. It's a big brand because I wrote it. I'm a son of God and I wrote it. And I have the keys to the kingdom. That's billions for me and VJ, obviously. And they also know it's an amazing story. It's going to be more popular than Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. More popular than both those books. My book's named this. Yeah, man. Be more popular. After I watch my show, what am I going to do? Rather than uploading Assassin's Creed, his Atomic game I don't like, so I'm not going to watch that. I might watch his horror game maybe. No, a game I don't really like either. I might watch a movie maybe after I watch my show. I don't know, I'll watch a movie maybe. Yeah. Last of Us Season 2 is coming out, so I'm going to watch that, obviously. And Daredevil Born Again, I want to watch that, but I have to watch Season 3 of Daredevil. I didn't see Season 3 of Daredevil. I saw the first 2 seasons of Daredevil, but I didn't see Season 3. So I have to watch Season 3 first before I watch Reborn. I heard the show's pretty good, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, man. Xanus is a masterpiece. The reason why the Gates want to control your book, Ivan, your brand. They want to buy the rights off your brand because they know it's a big brand. And they also know, because I'm a son of God and I have the keys, everyone around the world, the English-speaking world, will buy my book. I'm special. Yeah, Ivan's the son of God. He has the keys. That's easy blames for him and VJ. And because he's the son of God, everyone around the world will buy his book. The English-speaking world, right? Europe, North America, right? And because he wrote a masterpiece, his book's going to be so popular, more popular than Harry Potter, man. Fuck, man, I want to control that. They're greedy, the Gates, the greedy pigs. Yeah, man. The greedy psychopaths. How do you know they're greedy psychopaths, Ivan? Because they have, I don't know, tens of trillions, even hundreds of trillions in their bank. They make their trillion, I don't know, they're 10 trillion, 20 trillion every year, whatever it is. And they lock everything on me and they won't even let me make any money except for minimum wage. That's how you know they're greedy psychopaths. Ivan's not touching a dime of my money. Because I'm Ivan, I don't want him to be successful. Yeah, you said no to me touching a dime of your money. You're not touching a dime of my money on my book either, man. Not money's for me and VJ, it's not for you. So I'm saying, it's for me and VJ, it's not for you. Yeah, there you go. I wrote the book. I own the rights to the Xanus, but not money's for me and my wife. It's not for you. There you go. Some Sarah. That's why VJ cries you, because VJ knows she got duped by the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers duped her out. She got duped by the gatekeepers, man. That's why she's crying for me to get her out of Hollywood, and she also wants a piece of my billions off my book. She wants to live the multiple life, but she wants a piece of my billions off my book. And she loves me, she wants to be with me, and she wants to see the light, but she's fucking crazy. That's why she cries at you, Ivan, because she knows she got duped by the end. She knows it's too late for her, man. She sold out, and she's crying to me to get out of Hollywood because she knows she fucked up. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot, man. I sold out when I have the keys. Even though I'm rich, I'm a dirty slave in Hollywood, and I have a shitty career. Whereas Ivan, even though he's poor, he has his freedom, and he wrote his book, and his keys are worth a lot because he didn't sell to the gates. Whereas my keys are 100% useless. Yeah, BJ's keys are 100% useless because she's fucking stupid. She's sold out. So even though she uploads her singles, she lets the world know about her singles, her movies. The whole world knows about it, and they tune into it. But because the doors are locked on her, they're never gonna let her make her money. The gates, because they control her money. She's under them, and so they're never gonna let her be. If they say I don't want VJ to be successful, she will not be successful. Yeah, doors are locked on VJ, man. That's why she cries to me, because she's fucking stupid. She got duped at the gates. She's an idiot, man. Yeah, man, she's fucking stupid, VJ. Samsara? That's why she cries to you, Ivan. I mean, she got duped. Personal reasons and professional reasons, right? She wants a piece of my billions, man. She doesn't want to miss out on that life I'm going to be living. Yeah, I want a piece of Ivan's, I don't know. Ivan's $14 billion. I want a piece of that. Yeah, she wants a piece of it. VJ. Even though she's rich, she's not a billion. She doesn't have billions in her account, right? Yeah, she wants to be multi-billionaire. She doesn't want to be sabotaged having, I don't know, $5 million in her bank. She wants to have her billions in her bank. Live a life with me, yeah. And she knows her family's reprobate. They're never going to let her see me. My family will never let me see her. And her mother is the gatekeeper. She locked the doors on VJ. And her sister, Madison, obviously is acting. She has to act like a regular girl. But the gatekeepers, man, the most powerful families in the world. Me and VJ's family. My family might have maybe a slightly higher rank or something. I don't know how it works. But both families are the gatekeepers. There's a reason why me and VJ as God were born into these families. Both families are the gatekeepers. And they control all the money in the world. That's why me and VJ can't make our money. But because I have the keys, I can open my own door. I can make my own money, my billions on my book. I can open my own door. That's what God gave you the keys. That way you can open your own door, Ivan. You can own your own IP and have your own money. It's the case with everyone else you touch your money. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, right? If Ivan doesn't sell, I won't let him do anything besides minimum wage. If he sells to me, I'll let him make some money, but I'm never going to let him be a billionaire. The whole thing is a trap. That's why God had to give me the keys, because he knew the gates were consuming their envy. Their devilry, psychotic envy towards me, VJ Samsara. That's why what? God gave you the keys, Ivan. No, the gates don't dupe you. Samsara? Yeah. Man, I'm so tired. Ugh. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. Yeah, man, Ivan did it, man. He wrote his amazing fantasy novel, better than Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Game of Thrones. His book's gonna be so popular. He has the keys. That's Blaine's Urban VJ. Fuck, man. This is Ivan's journey to becoming king. Yes. This is Ivan America's journey to becoming king, man. Being the main event, I will VJ cool with him. They don't want me being king. That's why they want me to sell and share. I'm not gonna fucking sell and share with a garbage wife and have you destroy my life like that, man. After what you already did to me, you fucking crazy. You already caused that mess in my life. I'm not gonna have you completely destroy my life and my relationship with my wife, man. Because the gates are consumed with their envy, they want to destroy my life. That's why they want me to sell and share. Yeah, I want to completely destroy his life. I'm envious. I don't want to be king. I want him to be under me, making shitty money. I want it to be trash, like we're trash. We just garbage. He sees how he doesn't get the genetic purse, the glowing beauty, stay on forever. He doesn't get the full-grown beard. His relationship's destroyed. He's fucking people every day. And his relationship with his wife is completely destroyed because I'm envious. Yeah, they want to completely destroy my life. The Hebrews, because they're wicked people. Obviously, that's the symbols of the Bible. And you guys too, right? That's symbols in the Bible. How you have... Jesus said in the Bible, Satan, the thief, Jesus calls Satan a thief, right? The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Whereas I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Yeah. The gates want to completely destroy my life. It's the symbolism of Satan in the Bible. They're thieves. If I sell out, they're stealing all my money and giving me peanuts. And they also steal VJ's money and give her peanuts, obviously. They want to destroy my life by having me share and having me VJ be garbage and trash and kill. They're going to threaten me if I don't sell to them. Yeah, that's symbols in the Bible, right? Where Jesus says, I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. When the Son sets you free, you're free indeed, yes. All the Hollywood actors who I save out of Hollywood, they get their freedom with me. They're not dirty slaves. I save them from the Hollywood, save their asses. I save their ass because they're saved, obviously. They're part of the buzzing. I also got them out of the Hollywood system. All the Hollywood actors who are chosen for my movie, I get them out of the Hollywood system, and I bless them. God's blessing them, right? I bless them a lot by paying them a lot of money, way more than what they make in Hollywood. I give them nice perks, and they get to be a famous movie star with me, VJ. Experience like Lauren, famous me. We feature on the magazine, me, all the parties and everything. You know what I'm saying? All the perks and everything, and they get their freedom with me, man. It's nice to be a famous movie star. Experience that glory and fame of I am VJ, having your freedom. You're free. Yeah. Whereas Hollywood, they're dirty slaves. They have to do it, man. That's how it works. They're slaves in Hollywood. They're dirty slaves. They're sellouts, right? Yeah. Yeah. And that's one reason why some of the actors are going to beg too, because they know my company is 100% clean. They don't have to do anything. They got their freedom. Whereas in Hollywood, they have to do it to make their money, man. They don't make those millions free in Hollywood. Whereas in my company, you get your freedom, and I pay you your millions more than what you can make in Hollywood. Yeah. Ivan, you're paying me all these millions, and like, there's no strings attached to God. I'm like, what do you mean, like, strings attached to God? Like, what, you think you think me being king, having all this power is going to change who I am? I'm not a dirty businessman. I'm a clean businessman. I'm a holy good man. No, man. You got your freedom, guys. All I ask is that, some of them might cry, and I even thank you, know what I'm saying? Look, man, you got your freedom with me. All I ask is that you work really hard for me. I have no work, but I'm going to work my ass off for you, and they all work harder for me than what they even do in Hollywood. If my company blows out of the water, better perks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But there is one price the actors will pay working for my company. You guys know what it is? They have to put up with the crazy fame. That's the one price the one price you're paying is you're gonna be, when you do my movie, you're gonna be world famous. You're gonna have to put up with the fame for the rest of your life, man. Everywhere you go, everyone will recognize you. You have to put up with the crazy fame. If you want to call that a price, that's the only price you're paying. But it's sick to be famous, right? It's nice to be famous. But sometimes some actors like to have their privacy. I get it. Sometimes me and VJ would like to have our privacy too. But when I'm king, me and VJ have to put up with the fame, man. It's crazy. Wherever we go, people take reels and pictures of us. It's trending. Everywhere we go, it's crazy. The actors have to put up with that too. It's crazy fame. Wherever they go, fans are bombarding them with pictures and videos for the Zane's movie, for the greatest game. It's crazy, man. So that's the one price you're paying. You have to put up with the unheard of international crazy fame. You're gonna lose a bit of your privacy, guys, once you're in my movie. But I mean, yeah, it's nice to be famous, right? Yeah, it's still nice to be famous, obviously. Yeah. All right, how much money you think you'll make off your book? 10 to 14 to 20 billion. I think like 14 around there I make. 10 to 14, maybe 10, 11, 12. 13 billion, 14 billion I make. I might be shocked I make 16, 17, 20 billion, but I think maybe 14 billion bucks. My book does 30 billion sales, I make my 14.5 billion off my book. You say, how much money did you make off your book, by the way? I made $14.5 million. You made $14.5 million off your book? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, but Ivan, you have the keys. Everyone in the world can read your mind. You know what I'm saying? I know, but not everyone in the world is going to buy my book because my book is only in English. And most people in the world don't speak English. How much English-speaking people are there in the world? I already showed you guys, right? It's like 1.35 billion English-speaking people in the world. Yeah, there are approximately, according to AI Overview Google, there are approximately 1.35 billion people worldwide who speak English, with the majority being non-native speakers, which means English is not their first language. Yeah. The only people in the world where English is their first language is Australia, New Zealand, United States, and Canada, except for Quebec. Quebec is French, obviously. So, yeah. There's 1.35 billion people in the world who speak English. Majority of them are non-native speakers, which means it's not their first language. It's not their native language. It's their second or third language. They understand it well enough to read my book and understand it, but English is not their first language. Hence, you're looking at probably 1,800,000,000, because most of that is kids too. Don't forget that, right? Kids is a big population of that. Hence, why you're looking at most likely 700, 800 million copies sold around the world. Was everyone around the world, people in China, Japan, India, Africa, the Middle East, South America who don't speak English are not going to buy a book. They don't understand it. How can you buy a book you can't read? They don't understand it. Hence why, for my book, it's the English-speaking world that will buy it. Mainly Europe, North America, and Australia, New Zealand, those places. Whereas South America, very little people there will buy it. Africa, very little people there will buy it. Small population of people in Africa speak English. The Middle East, a small population speak English there. China, a small population speak English there. Japan, a small population. India, a small population. You guys see what I'm saying here? As it narrows it down to maybe 1 billion. If I sell 1 billion copies, I'll make my 19, maybe 20, 21 billion. If I sell my 900, probably 17, 18, 16.5. If I sell my 800, I'll make my 16, 17. And then 700, 750, my 14, 15 billion around there. I probably sell 700 million copies. I make my $14.5 million on my book. If everyone in the world does buy a book, I'll be pulling in my like 80, 90, 100 billion, 70, 80, 90, $100 million. If all 7+ billion people in the world buy it. But it's not going to be all 7+ billion people in the world who buy it because the majority of the world don't speak English. Less than a quarter. Only a good, 8%, 9% of the world speak English, and everyone else don't speak English. The majority of people in the world don't speak English, guys. Obviously. But most of the English-speaking people live in the first world countries. Like Europe, Canada, North America, those are first world countries. New Zealand, Australia, those are first world countries, I'm saying. Whereas the third world countries, most people, they do not speak English. Like the Middle East, Africa, I'm saying South America, they don't speak English over there. As I video, be like, shocked, holy shit, Ivan. You made $14.5 million off your book. I'm like, yeah, I did, sweetie. She's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money, Ivan. By the way, sweetie, are you going to share that with me? I'm like, yes, I will, honey. Relax. Go to Vancouver, register with the cars. Are you going to share money with you? I'll share money with you, Ivan. Like, she has, like, I don't know, 2 million in her back. She's pork bread me. BJ. She's poor, yeah, it's actually funny. So she'll be shocked. Yeah, she will. Holy shit, $14.5 million, that's a lot of money, Ivan. Yeah, we could live that dream life, I know. Build that $650 million house. Buy our, like, $350 million jet, $7 jet. Get our yachts. Get our nice cars, like high-end cars, like $600,000, $1 million Ferrari. $300,000 Benz. $350,000 Benz. Nice fucking high-end cars. Yeah, we get our nice clothes. We go clothes shopping. Our nice shoes. Yeah, nice jackets. all that stuff, man. So tell me, Ivan, you want to go on that clothes shopping spree you talked about? I'm like, yeah, let's go on that clothes shopping spree. We go on a huge clothes shopping spree. We go to the Pacific Center Mall in Vancouver. We buy a bunch of clothes, shoes. We check out other places in Vancouver, other clothing, high-end clothing stores in Vancouver. We buy a bunch of clothes, man. High-end clothes. That's why when you see me trying with VJ, you see me and her, we look so fly, man. We look fly. Fucking fly, yeah, man. We look fly. I'm sorry, huh? Yeah. That's what God gave you the keys on. That way you can live that multiple life with your wife. Otherwise, if you didn't have the keys, you wouldn't be living that life. You'd be under the gatekeepers in Hollywood, dirty slaves, sharing with the world, right? And the gates will never let you live that life. They're never going to let you be billionaire life. It's not going to happen. Yeah. I don't know. I saw them in Hollywood. 10 years go by, I'm only worth like $80 million. And the gates do the shit. I mean, they're taking all my billions. When the world's not buying movie because of you, man. They're buying because of me, VJ, and our keys. And you're duping us and stealing our money and giving us peanuts. Yeah. The gates will tell me, Ivan, it's wrong to steal. You're fucking with my money. You're fucking with our money, Ivan. And yeah, if I sell it to you, you're also stealing from me too, man. You're fucking with my money too. These billions off the Xanus book doesn't belong to you, man. It belongs to me, man. You're not the creator of the universe, man. Alright, either you bow to me or you die. Like, you act like as if you're the creator of the universe. You didn't fucking create this place, man. I did. This may be your house, and you're the god of the money system in the world, but you're not the god of the universe who created the universe. Me and Vijay did, and you don't deserve to control our money, man. I have the keys. I have to sell to you. This money is for me and Vijay. It's not for you. I'm sorry? You're not touching a dime of my money, man. Zero. You said zero to me, making money in this world. You're not touching a dime of my blood, sweat, and tears that I put into my book, man. You're fucking crazy. No way. After locking all doors on me and doing that evil to me, no fucking way, man. You also don't want me to be a part of your rich life. Yeah, I don't like Ivan. I'm going to lock all doors on him. Let's hide our wealth. I don't want him to be a part of our lavish rich life. I don't like him, man. And you think after doing that evil to me, me finding out you're the gatekeeper, which means you hid your wealth for four decades, I'm going to let you take control of my book. You're fucking crazy. You're not touching a dime of my book royalties, man. Zero. Money's for me and VJ. It's not for you. So I'm sorry. Yeah, man. I'd rather wake up one day and have you do like that, man. No way. Yeah. What do you think the gates are going to do to you? I don't know. They might shoot me in the head with a gun. They might cut my head off. I don't know. All I know is that they're going to kill me, obviously, if I don't sell to them. Obviously. And once I know I'm actually going to die, that thought's going to get to me, and I'm going to cry, man. Will you be a bit excited when you pay the fee? No, because, I know I'm going to be king, but I know I have to go through death to be king, and that thought can really get to you, man. I know that day is coming. It's going to be a nightmare for him, man. Vijay will constantly be annoying my spirit every night with her annoying crying, man. She's fucking evil, that woman. Yeah, man. Some Sarah? I'll be stressed out. I also know I have to have sex with my own stepmother, man. My stepmother's going to force me to have sex with her in order for me to be with Vijay. Yeah. And when the day happens, I cry. I don't want to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know. She's like, Ivan, come in the room, and she takes off all her clothes. I'm like, this is fucked up, man. I'm like, man, I don't want to do it, man. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you're never going to see your wife. I'm like, fuck me, man. I don't want to do that, man. Like, fuck, man. You're my own stepmother. You have to fuck me. You have to do it. I end up doing it, and once I do it, I'm never going to be the same. Yeah. I just fucked my own stepmother, man. Oh my god. It's going to fuck me up psychologically. And now I have memory of banging and all that stuff. And sometimes when I go outside, I have that memory. Because I have that memory of fucking and all that stuff, sometimes I might feel like coming out and that kind of stuff. Like, fuck, when I fuck my own stepmother, I don't love her. You know what I'm saying? You have those thoughts cross your mind. Because I'm fucking my head off. Yeah, sometimes I might feel like coming out as I fuck my own stepmother. Yeah, man. And you think after pulling that, I'm going to save you when I'm getting. You're crazy, man. I'm piecing the fuck out of Egypt, man. You're left behind, you're not saved. There you go. You did this evil to me, you made me pay a price. You're gonna pay a price. See, that's how it works. I didn't do anything wrong, right? Yeah. Because trust me, VJ, I would love to say my virginity for you, but you know it's pointless. Yeah, Ivan, I know you want to say your virginity for me, but it's pointless. Yes, it's pointless. Two reasons why it's pointless. The world's gonna make me pay, and at the same time, you're a cheating whore. You keep fucking guys on my back. That's what I'm gonna get my girlfriend to do because you piss me off, VJ. You want your full cake, you're not gonna get your full cake. I'm sorry. VJ's prayers. Hopefully, when Ivan pays the fee, he doesn't mess up. Like VJ, you know I'm gonna mess up, man. They're fucking catty woman, and I'm a fucking sex idol. I'm now like you. Once I pay the fee. There's one reason why it's tough for VJ to stay away from the guys. VJ is a whore. She loves fucking people. She's a whore. A whore means you're a person who loves fucking people. You love pleasure. You love sex. VJ loves sex. That's why she's a whore. That's why she loves fucking the guys. She keeps doing it. And once I pay the fee, I turn into a man or not, and the woman or cat, I end up messing up a little bit. Pretty bad. Not as bad as VJ, but I won't mess up. There's no way I'm not going to mess up with all those catty Halloween coming after me. Of course I'm going to mess up. Especially me at 194. I'll be fucking handsome. They're going to come after me, man. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I end up doing it. I had that thought across my mind. Yeah. I can easily go to my hotel room and just watch stuff on TV. But, I mean, I'm tempted to do it. VJ is going to keep fucking the guys. I might as well be a bit stupid too. I'm a bit stupid. I end up messing up a bit like VJ did. Yeah, I know VJ's gonna keep seeing the guys in bad even while I pay the fee. Yeah, Ivan will never know. I'm gonna keep fucking these guys until he saves me. And once he saves me, I'm not gonna stop seeing. I'm gonna stop seeing them now. She's fucking evil. You expect me to stay faithful to you when I pay the fee? Yeah, it's pointless for me to stay faithful when I pay the fee, VJ. I already fucked this chick, and I'm a man whore porn star. There's no point in me being faithful. Yeah, there you go. Some Sarah. You're building a $650 million house. Well, it depends on how much money I make. If I make my 10, my 10 billion, I'll put 500 million towards my house. I don't want to spend too much of my money. If I make 11, 12, I can put 5. If I make 11, I can put 550. If I make 12, 13, I can put 600. If I make 14, I can put 650. If I make 15, I can put 700. If I make 16, I can put 750. I make 17, 18, I can put 800. And I'm not going to go any higher than 800. 800 is enough. I don't want to be stupid with my money. Like, I can put $1 billion if I make 20, but I don't want to blow too much of my money. If I make 20 billion, I'll put 800 million towards my house. But chances are I'll make my 14 billion. I put 650 towards my house. Me and VJ is amazing, like, unheard of Incredibles house. Like, what you see in Incredibles, man, that's high tech, man. $650 million is unheard of for a house, right? Yeah. The gays don't want me living that kind of life, man. That's why they want me to sell. Because they haven't. Yeah, I don't want you getting VJ all fresh or self salon glowing beauty. Because they know if VJ's fresh, I get the updated VJ. They don't want me getting the updated VJ. The gays. Yeah, I don't want Ivan getting the updated VJ with the glowing beauty. She's hotter than she is now, yes. All fresh. I want him to get her garbage and trash. And she doesn't get the glowing beauty. Ivan doesn't get the glowing beauty. He doesn't get his full glowing beauty. He's trash too because they're crazy people. I don't want them living that multi-billion life, howling their $6 million house. I want them to be under us, worth like $15 million. They own like a $3 million house because they're crazy people. They're reprobate people, yeah, man. Reprobate people, yeah, they're reprobate. Yeah, that's why I wash my hands of them. Yeah, man. They're reprobate. I'm so tired. Oh my god, my body is so tired. That's why it's tough for me to go on the treadmill, man. I haven't went yet. I keep delaying because my body, after like 10 o'clock, the fatigue hits me, man. My body's so tired. Because I now work like 6 days a week now, man. I can't complain though. I make more money, right? I get a nicer paycheck now, so I can't complain, right? So, Ivan, for your movie, for your adaptation, you're gonna make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make Xanus for $1.8 billion. Me and VJ will invest our own money into the movie. I'll put $1.8 billion towards the Xanus movie, the 3 movie volumes of Xanus, and I'll put $500 million towards the game. That way, I make an Unreal Engine 5 Amazing Xanus game. And Rob will be my walkthrough star. He will cover my game for Xanus. Pay him a $700K, Rob, for your walkthrough star. It'll be featured on a magazine. I'm also going to have game news too, but the game news will not be as detailed. I'm also going to have game news too. The web designer updates the website about news about the game, and they interview Brad. How does it feel to be the representative of Skies Entertainment Games as a walkthrough star? Yeah, it feels good. Rabbit gets his own office. I'll have them build a small tiny office for Brad. It says Brad's office, Brad's office. Ivan, I get my own office? Yeah, Rabbi, you get your own office. Like, holy shit. Thanks, Ivan, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. I'm saying. I'll be my walkthrough star for my games. Will you keep resigning him? Yeah, I'll keep resigning Rabbit until he wants to retire. But chances are Rabbit might be my walkthrough star until he's maybe 70, man. He's gonna love covering my games. Yeah, I'm having a blast covering all your games. It's so cool playing as you and VJ in the game. He'll be going crazy for that Great Escape game. You're doing a Great Escape game with like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Keanu Reeves, and Scarlett Johansson in the game, Ivan. I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. Sign me up, fam. I'll say Rabbi's all excited. Yeah, Rabbi's excited. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell Rabbi, don't quit your YouTube thing, right? I want you to still do YouTube. I love watching your games on YouTube. Because Rabbi, once he does my walkthrough, he might not want to do YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube anymore, man. I want to just work for you. But if you want to have Rabbi work for you, for like just complete work for you, you have to pay him more, like his 1 million, 1.5 million deal. If Rabbi ends up quitting YouTube, then I have to pay him more. I can pay him like $1.5 million for Xanus. I give him much bigger raise. You can pay him $1.5 million for Xanus, pay him $2 million for the Great Escape, $2.5 million for their unique, $3 million for the that movie. That's only if he quits YouTube. That way he has more money. He has enough money to pay his bills and provide for his family. But if he's doing YouTube, pay him $700, which he most likely will. Pay him a $700K and you give him $60,000 raises for Rad as your game walking star. Because Robert might want to quit YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I just want to do your games. If you do that, okay, you have to pay him more. That way he can feed his family, right? He has bills to pay that guy. You have to pay him, obviously. Robert's a big, powerful YouTuber. He's a multi-millionaire. He's rich. He has almost 14 million subscribers on his channel. He's huge. Yeah, he's huge. Yeah. But he's not going to quit YouTube. He's going to keep doing YouTube because he's making good money doing YouTube. Right on the side, right? Robert probably makes his 500, 600, 700K around there. About the same amount of money I'm paying him for my walkthrough. He probably makes around that range, Robert, for YouTube around there. Yeah. He won't quit YouTube, though, because a lot of good games will be coming out in the future, right? Yeah. But he's way more excited to play my game than he is to play the YouTube games, because for my game, he's playing as me and VJ, man. Well, in Xanus, he doesn't play as VJ, but he's playing as me and Xanus. For the Great Escape, he's playing as me and VJ. That's fucking cool. Playing as Ivan in a fucking game. That's fucking cool. Yeah, Ivan, that's fucking cool. That's glory. I know, it's glory. Glory. That's why the games will be so popular. I'm sorry. Yeah. my deal with Amazon is 80-20. Me and VJ get 80% of the profits. You guys get your 20% of the profits. That's if I make 20 billion or under. If I make my 25 billion plus off the book, then I'm gonna up the deal to 90-10. That way Amazon doesn't do me. I don't want Amazon taking a chunk of my money, right? Me and VJ's money, so I'm gonna up it to 90-10 if I make 25 billion plus. So if I make 28, 30 billion off the book, then I'm gonna up the deal to 90-10. That way Amazon doesn't dupe me and VJ. Some Sarah. And I'll give you guys the exclusive distribution rights for my products, for my merchandise, and my 4K Blu-ray movies. But I'm gonna put in the contract. Sky Source owns the Xanus brand. You guys don't own it because you don't want to do a thing where you sign a contract with Amazon, and Amazon ends up owning a part of your brand, and they're taking a piece of your money, a bigger piece of your money. You guys are just my distributors, and you own the distribution rights, which means only you guys can distribute my product, which is nice. Obviously, it's a nice perk. But you don't own the brand. Me and VJ own the Xanus brand. I'm going to put that in the contract. I have the lawyer put that in the contract. And I only want my movies on 4K Blu-ray, guys. Okay, Ivan. Only 4K Blu-ray, yes. Only 4K Blu-ray. Put that in the contract, too. I don't want DVD or Blu-ray. No, I want 4K Blu-ray only. Okay, Ivan. That way my company's unique and the fans get an unheard of experience at home when they watch the movies at home with their theater system. Looking at unheard of experience at home. Dolby Vision, Dolby Sound with that technology. Look at an amazing experience at home, yeah. I remember I saw, a couple years ago, because I have Transformers Age of Extinction on Blu-ray, right? I saw Transformers Age of Extinction on Blu-ray and I had an amazing experience. I'm like, holy shit, Blu-ray is top notch. And this is without a theater system. I don't have a theater system in my room. And I watched it on Blu-ray. Blu-ray is unheard of, but 4K Blu-ray is even better than Blu-ray, man. 4K Blu-ray is something unheard of. Dolby Vision and Dolby Sound, man, for 4K Blu-ray, man. That's what looking at unheard of experience at home for my movies. Here's the guy, even 4K Blu-ray is where it's at. Even though your movie's not on theaters, you're looking at an amazing experience on wide. And 4K Blu-ray with that technology, I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit. If you put money into your theater, you're looking at an unheard experience at home wide. I know, your company beats Hollywood. I know, Peter. Yeah, it beats Hollywood. Better than Hollywood. Yeah. Because people will ask me, Ivan, like, how are you going to distribute your movie? I'm like, Peter, you want to know? Yeah, Ivan, yeah, I'm signed with Amazon. Oh, Amazon, huh? Like, are you doing, like, Amazon Prime streaming? I'm like, no, Peter, 4K Blu-ray. Oh, 4K Blu-ray. So you're signing with Amazon Distribution, not Amazon Studios. Yeah, Amazon Distribution, Peter. Okay, they're going to distribute your 4K Blu-ray movies worldwide. Ivan, only 4K Blu-ray? Yeah, Peter, only 4K Blu-ray. Ivan, that's top notch. 4K Blu-ray is unheard of, Ivan. I know, Peter. Yeah, Amazon's a good company to partner with, Ivan. They can distribute your movie worldwide, all over Europe, North America, my hometown, Australia, China, Japan. Yeah, they're worldwide, Ivan. Yeah, Peter, but they're not in Africa and the Middle East. Ivan, it's not our problem, Ivan, because Peter's blind by his screen. Ivan, it's not our problem. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood doesn't have movies in the Middle East and Africa and South America too, Ivan. It's not the problem, Ivan. Yeah, Peter, it's not our problem. Yeah, Ivan, it's not our problem. Because Peter's blind by his screen. Blind by his screen, I was saying, yeah. Peter. It's actually funny. Yeah, Ivan, Amazon's the biggest distribution company in the world. Yeah, that's why I'm partnering with them, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, they're a good company to partner with. I know. Amazon is a good company to partner with. Yeah. Yeah. And guys, because my company is a direct to 4K Blu-ray company, make sure you buy a 4K Blu-ray player, not a Blu-ray player, a 4K Blu-ray player. Otherwise, your 4K Blu-ray disc might not work on the player, right? Make sure you don't get a DVD player or a Blu-ray player. You have to get a 4K Blu-ray player. If you have PlayStation 5, I believe, plays 4K Blu-ray. So if you have a PS6, by then it'll be PS6. If you have a PS6, you can watch the movies on your PlayStation, obviously. But make sure when you go to Best Buy or wherever it is to buy your Blu-ray, make sure you get a 4K Blu-ray player. Or Amazon, you order on Amazon, make sure you get a 4K Blu-ray player, guys. Not a Blu-ray player or a DVD player. Otherwise, your movie won't work. There's nothing worse than the movie arriving in the mail, and then you try to play the movie and the system doesn't accept that disc. Yeah, because you bought a Blu-ray player. Don't get Blu-ray, guys. 4K. You have to make sure it's 4K Blu-ray. I'm letting you know in advance. That way you can watch my movies, Sarah. Because chances are, when the buzz of the movie is going on, when the movie is arriving in people's mails and all stuff, chances are a lot of 4K Blu-ray players will be sold out around the world, man. A lot of people are going to go on a frenzy buying a 4K Blu-ray player. Don't wait last minute to buy a 4K Blu-ray player if you don't have one. Buy it like a month in advance so we don't have to deal with the frenzy. There's nothing worse than you want to buy a 4K Blu-ray player. You go to Best Buy, you go to Walmart, you go on Amazon, everything is sold out. Yeah, because everyone around the world bought a 4K Blu-ray player. A lot of people around the world bought a 4K Blu-ray player. I'm sorry. Yeah. 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 So Russell Crowe and Timothy Chalamet are good for Xanus. Yes, they are. When their agents call my office, which our agents will, I'll tell my secretary to let the agents know, yeah, Timothy Chalamet, Peter thinks Timothy Chalamet is good for Papyrus, but he has to read for the part. Peter thinks Russell Crowe is good for Meramis, he has to read for the part. I'm going to tell my secretary to tell their agents that. They're going to have to compete for the job. But Russell Crowe, you have to pay more money. People tell me, for Russell Crowe, you have to pay that guy more money, man. He's a big, powerful actor. Yeah, Russell Crowe's a big, powerful actor. You gotta pay him. I'll pay him $18 million, $9.7 million bonus. I can give him $55 million of the back end points. Pay him $4 million for the game and $3.5 million for the merch. He signed his like $91 million deal in Canadian money, which is like a $101 million deal in his Australian money. So Russell Crowe signed a massive $100 million, $90 million Canadian, $100 million deal in his Australian money. That's a massive contract, man. Like, that's how much Robert Downey Jr. makes in Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr., I heard, is making $100 million for both Avengers movies. So my guess, he's making either $50 million per movie or $100 million per movie, Robert Downey Jr. for Doomsday, and another $100 million for Secret Wars. So, Sarah? And Robert Downey Jr. is bigger than Russell Crowe, and then Russell Crowe signed a deal just as big as his deal. A $100 million deal. Sorry, a $100 million deal. Yeah, huge deal, yeah. That's why Russell Crowe's like, holy shit. Like, Ivan's company blows out of the water. I don't make this in Hollywood. I only make like my 12, 15, 20 in Hollywood. And you sign me to a $100 million deal. I'm like, yeah, Russell Crowe. He's like, holy shit, your company blows out of the water. And it comes with perks too, Russell. It comes with perks. Timothy Chalamet will be shocked when I offer him his $30 million deal. His $10.2 million. I can pay Timothy Chalamet $10.4, a bit more, because he might be with $4 million by then. $16 million at the back end. He gets $2.3 million for the game, and he gets like $1 million for the merch. He signed like his $30 million deal, which is like a $20 million deal in his American money. He's walking away with like $11 million in his bank, Timothy Chalamet. Whereas Russell Crowe's walking away with like $54 million in his bank. He's $54 million richer after he does Xanus, Russell Crowe. Because $100 million after taxes is $60 million. His agent takes 10% of that. That's $6 million. So Russell Crowe's walking away with $54 million in his bank. So once he does X's, he'll be worth his like 180. He jumps from like 135 to like 190, 180 million in net worth, almost 200 million net worth, because he got paid the big bucks while I go for my movie. If he's chosen, I might end up choosing Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle's my first choice, and Yvonne George is my first choice for Papyri. I showed you guys the pictures yesterday why Yvonne George and Dev Patel are good for the Farmer Boy, but Timothy Chalamet is also good for the Farmer Boy too. I can picture him as Papyri too. But I picture Papyri more having that Arab, Indian, Persian look. Papyri. Hence why I think Avandro and Dev Patel are better for the role. Because I see what you're saying. I show him the pictures. Yeah, I can picture them more as the Farmer Boy. But Timothy Chalamet is good too, Ivan. Yeah, he's good too, Peter. I'm saying people will tell me that, yeah. Some Sarah? Or Mel, right? If I choose Mel. Yeah. But they're really going to compete hard for the job, all those guys. They want that job so bad. Yeah, man, I want out of Hollywood, man. All the agents, like, yeah, man, like, they're going to tell Timothy Chalamet, Russell Crowe, man, make sure you destroy the role and impress Peter and Ivan and VJ and get them all Toro and the casting director. Yeah, they want that job so bad. This is your ticket out of Hollywood. Ivan can easily pay way more than what you make in Hollywood. This is your ticket out of the Hollywood system, and you can experience that glory thing with King Ivan and Queen VJ. Yeah, man. That's why it's crazy. It's very competitive. Yvonne Joy destroys the role. Dev Patel destroys the role. Timothy Chalamet destroys the role of Papyri. Russell Crowe destroys the role of Maramis, the captain of the Archers. Don Cheadle, Vigo, they destroy the role too, and it becomes tough for me and Peter and VJ and get them all to our casting directors to choose. Yeah. But people tell me, Ivan, Russell Crowe and Timothy Chalamet are going to build more buzz for your movie, Ivan. They're bigger actors than the other guys. Yeah, I know. Russell Crowe's going to help build the buzz. He's a big, powerful actor. Timothy Chalamet's pretty big, too. He'll help build the buzz, too. Whereas Yvonne Jordan and Dev Patel are not that big actors. They won't really build that much of the buzz. They'll build the buzz a little bit. They have some value, obviously. Don Cheadle will build a bit of buzz. He's a pretty big actor. Vigo will build a bit of buzz, too, because everyone knows him from Lord of the Rings. He'll build a bit of buzz, too, but not the kind of buzz that Russell Crowe will build. Russell Crowe will help build even more of the buzz. He's a bigger actor, a bigger A-lister, right? A bigger A-lister, powerful actor, yeah. Russell Crowe. Some Sarah? Yeah. Well, I told you, to pay Timothy Chalamet and Russell Crowe their salary, I have to put like an extra $40 million into the budget. I won't have enough to pay them. If I pay them that contract, they're going to be affecting my budget. I might not have enough room to pay all the crewmen, as I have to put an extra $40 million into the budget to pay Russell Crowe his base and his bonus, to pay Timothy Chalamet his 10.4. Because you got to create room to pay your crewmen. Your crewmen, the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen are very important. You have to make sure those guys get paid, right? They're $150K, $250, $220K for the supervisor. Yeah, they have to get paid too. Those guys are important. Peter's a guy, even the crewmen are important. Yeah, Peter. It's not just about the actors. The crewmen are important, man. They're the foundation for your movie. They don't get paid as much as the actors, but they're the foundation for your movie. Some Sarah, the crewmen, yeah. You gotta be careful with that stuff, right? Yeah. Some Sarah. That's why Xanus will have crazy what was, man. It's crazy. You think John Campy and all these guys go crazy for CinemaCon, MegaCon, Star Celebration, and all these movies coming out, like Superman coming out? You know how John Campy and all them are going bonkers for Superman? Nothing. They're going absolute crazy for Xanus. Going crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Ron Burnett's going crazy, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get this on 4K. I can't wait to get this on 4K. On 4K, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not bad impression, oh yeah. So, Ivan, how will it work for your movie? You have the, you see the ad on my website. You see, like, get the 4K Blu-ray box set now, whatever it is, and you click on it, and it links to the Amazon site. That's how it works, right? You see the nice picture, and the disc, whatever it is. Get the 4K Blu-ray box set here, buy the movie here, and you click on it, and it links you to Amazon. That's how it works. You have to tell the web designer, you have to let Amazon know, yeah, my web designer will link the merchandise sold on my website and my movie, my 4K movie sold on my website to your website, guys. Okay, Ivan, you have to let Amazon know, and that's how it works. And you purchase it on your Amazon website. You have Amazon Canada, Amazon US, Amazon England, Amazon Germany, Amazon Norway, Amazon Japan, Amazon New Zealand, Amazon Australia, Amazon Mexico, Amazon China, Amazon Japan, Amazon South Korea, Amazon North Korea. You guys see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Amazon's in China, they're in Japan, they're in South Korea, North Korea. They're in most of the countries in Europe. They're in Canada, they're in US, they're in Mexico, they're in some countries in South America. And the only country they're in Africa is South Africa. And that's it. That's why most people in Africa will not be able to see my movie, or the Middle East, or South America. Most people there will not be able to see my movie, man. No hate him, so yeah, it's not my problem, son. Yeah. It's not me, but just problem. Yeah, there you go. Can't help everybody, right? That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. But Ivan, seriously, man, beware of the greedy Hollywood actors, agents, and managers, man. They're greedy pigs. Like, Russell Crowe's agent might want $100 million on the back, and I'm like, guys, man, you think I'm stupid? He's not worth that, man. Russell Crowe's only worth, like, I don't know, by then he might be worth 130, 135 million. He's not worth a 100 million royalty check. He's worth his, like, 50, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm not going to give him any more than 55. If he's worth, like, 150, if Russell Crowe's worth 150, then I can give him 65, maybe. A bit more if he's worth 150 by the time I'm using this. But chances are he'll be worth maybe 130, 135. He gets 55 million on the back end of Russell Crowe. Because you gotta be careful. I'm already giving a lot of my royalties away, man. You don't want to be stupid, right? Like Peter gets his, I don't know, his 700. You know what I'm saying? You have all the Xanus stars. You gotta be careful. Your presence too, and your team. Like a lot of the money is getting drained, sucked from the back end box office. You don't want Russell Crowe ripping you off, Ivan. You gotta be careful with the greedy agents. Timothy Chalamet, his agent might want 30 million on the back end. I'm like, no, Timothy Chalamet's not worth that. He gets 16 million on the back end. I'm not giving him any more than that. That's good enough for the movie. And I'll pay him like 10.4, 10.5 million for his base. That's like 8 million in American money, right? That's a good contract for Timothy Chalamet. If I pay Timothy 10.4, how much is that? 10. Let's say I pay Timothy Chalamet 10.5. Yeah, United States dollar, he's making 7.33 million in his American money, which is a good contract, obviously, right? And I'll give him 60 million at the back end, which is, I don't know, 11 million in American money. Because you have the rates. And look, man, if you're pissed off about the rates, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood, left, right, my offer. I'm not living in your filthy country, man. I want Sky supposed to be a Canadian company. I don't want to be an American company. Yes, I know if I move to the States, the actors will make more money because they're getting their American money, their full American money. But I don't want to live in the States. Like, the States is not for me. Some sound? I don't. The States is too crowded for me, and it's not for me. I went to New York. I went to Virginia Beach, whatever it is. I didn't like it, man. I'm like, yeah, even though the States has better stuff and all, so it's a more powerful country, it's fucking filthy over here. It's crowded. I'd rather live in Canada. It's cleaner up here than live in the fucking States. The States is crowded, man. And filthy over there, yeah. I don't want to live there. Yeah. I don't want to lose my free healthcare. I get free healthcare up here in Canada, man. The States, you don't get free healthcare, whereas in Canada, you get free healthcare. Yeah. Most people in Canada are covered for free healthcare. And the people who are not covered, they don't pay that much money. Like, right now for medication, I'm partially covered. Before, when I wasn't covered at all, I was paying like $150 for my medication. That's pretty pricey, but it's not the kind of money you're paying in the States. The States is fucking crazy, the medication, the medical bills. It's crazy up there. And now that I'm partially covered, I only pay $60 for all my medications. Because I'm partially covered medically for medication. But I still have to pay a little bit of money. I only pay, instead of paying $150, now I pay $60. $60 is nothing, right? But when I was collecting welfare checks, I was 100% covered for medication. I didn't have to pay shit. Yeah. I was also 100% covered for dental, but I was stupid. I never went to the dentist. I'm an idiot. While I was on welfare, I should have went to the dentist and had my teeth cleaned because I was 100% covered. Whereas right now, I'm not covered for dental, obviously. So I'm sorry. When I went to the hospital, I didn't pay shit when the cops arrested me and they threw me in the hospital. I didn't have to pay shit for that. Yeah. I just had my health card and I didn't have to pay anything for that. Yeah. Canada's where it's at. The States doesn't have free healthcare, man. Canada has free healthcare up here. And it's cleaner and more beautiful up here. The States has the better stuff, obviously. Better restaurants, more restaurant options, better stuff in the States. But it's filthy over there and it's not as beautiful as Canada. Canada's cleaner up here and it's more beautiful. Canada's known as being a more beautiful country than the United States. Canada, I heard, is like top 3 most beautiful countries in the world. It's ranked like 3rd most beautiful countries in the world. That's why a lot of immigrants come to Canada, man. Because Canada is more beautiful than the States, right? The States is filthy and ugh. Yeah, that's why I'm not living in your filthy country. If you don't like it, guys, you're more than welcome to run home. Let me honest. It's a deal. I mean, yeah, you have a good deal. Some sound? Yeah. Yeah. Hands on my comment, blow out the water. Me and VJ Scott's name comment will blow out the water, man. Blow out the water. Yeah, man. That's why me and you are gonna be boss. Me and VJ. That's why she made that Bang R&E song. Because me and her are boss now. All the Hollywood actors are begging the Xanus for word. And then the Xanus are all going to beg me we just resign him. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, yeah. Some Sarah, they're all begging, man. Begging their asses off. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Crazy. So when the actors beg UNV to resign them in Hollywood, the chosen stars are saying they're not playing around. Yeah, they're not joking around. They might even tell me, I know you think I'm playing around. I'm not joking around here, man. Can you please resign, man? I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Please. Please, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, you can bet all you want. You're not good for the Gracie of Keanu Reeves. You're not good. You have to give other actors in Hollywood an opportunity. It's not just about you guys. You can't be selfish. So I'm saying. Yeah. Some of them might tear up and cry because they were saved. I saved their asses, man. They were saved. They know my copy's buried in Hollywood. I can pay them more. And they're going to beg, man. But they're not good for the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry, they're not good. Yeah. Yeah, for the Great Escape, if Matt Damon, because Matt Damon's worth $55 million now, there's a high chance by the time I do the Great Escape, he might be worth his 70 maybe. He's now a bigger ASR, so if he is a bigger ASR, you can pay him his 16.5 and give him like a 7 million bonus. You can give him 30 million in the back end. No, pay him like 16, give him a 7 million bonus instead of 16.5, and you give him 28 million in the back end. Because he's not as big as John Krasinski, right? So give him 28 million in the back end. That's a massive contract for Matt Damon. That's like a $15 million deal for Matt Damon. That's a good contract for him for the Great Escape. Because Matt Damon is my first choice for one of the couples for the Great Escape. It's cool to have him and Affleck in the same movie. They're best friends. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, yeah. So instead of having Matt Damon compete with Ben Affleck for the Big Boss, give him a better opportunity to be in your movie. Have him be your first choice for one of the couples. And my idea is Matt Damon and his wife almost escape. Matt Damon gives the hitman a run for their money and everything, but he ends up, him and his wife end up getting killed. Whereas me and Bridget are the lucky couple who escape the big criminal organization. Yeah, looking at a sick mood for that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There's a high chance Matt Damon will be worth his 70 million by the time I do the Great Escape. So if once he hits 70 million, he's now a bigger ASR. I can pay him his 16 million. I can give him a 7, the low end, a 7 million bonus, and like 28.5 million of the back end you can give Matt Damon, and he signed his like 50 million deal, whatever it is. You can pay him his like 2.8 million for the game and give him like 2.7 million for the merch. Something like that. Yeah, that's a good deal for Matt Damon. Yeah, we signed a 50+ million deal. Massive contract, yeah, man. Yeah. But right now, I'm going to focus on Xanus. The Great Escape is after Xanus. But I might do the Matrix with Michael B. Jordan if what? If Matrix 4, if Matrix 5 doesn't happen and they shelve it, Warner Bros. Shelves the brand, and I might consider doing the Matrix with Michael B. Jordan. We'll see what happens, obviously. And that's why I told you, Michael B. Jordan, Ben Affleck, and Brie Larson and John Krasinski are praying to God I do, and Paul Bettany are praying to God I do the Matrix. Because they know for that movie, they're signing a 3-movie deal. A 3-movie deal. Which means they're going to be out of the Hollywood system, saved for 10 years of their life, man. A decade! They had to experience success and glory and fame me for a decade, man, of their life. That's nice, man. I'm saying, yeah. Out of the Hollywood system for a decade, yeah. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah, man, Xanus would be a masterpiece, man. Looking at the best movies ever made. I showed you guys some pictures, right, of Eritat and all of them. They're demons, yeah, devils and demons. Looking at a beautiful score, too. A beautiful score, yeah, man. Beautiful score. Yeah. Yeah, man. So if you do the Matrix, yeah, if I do the Matrix, I don't want Michael B. Jordan and all them working in Hollywood during the 10 years. You're exclusively signed on for my movie. I don't want you being stressed out and distracted. Samsara. Like after you film your movie, you got paid your the big bucks. I want you to just enjoy yourself, take a vacation. I don't want you accepting like a movie offers and then I work on Matrix 5 and you're locked on for in Hollywood and I gotta find a way to make it work the schedule. That's why you gotta make sure you pay those guys well. That way they're good enough to reject offers in Hollywood. And I'm paying them more than what they pay in Hollywood. That's why, though, Ivan, their agent will tell me, okay, Ivan, if you want these actors to be exclusively working for the Matrix movie project, you have to pay them a lot of money. Yeah. Is this enough, guys? Yeah, that's more enough money. We only make this in Hollywood. Yeah, you don't make this in Hollywood. You don't make that in Hollywood. Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, if you pay Michael his like 9.6 and give him a good like, I don't know, like 8 million, 9 million the royalties. You pay him like his $2 million for the game. You give him like $1 million for the merch. That's like a 21 million deal. That's enough money for Michael. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. In Hollywood, Michael makes is like 3, 4, 5 in Hollywood. So I'm paying him more. So if Hollywood offers him like 4, 5, $6 million contracts, he could turn it down because he knows he's making more for my company and he has more enough money. He's good. He's good enough to not take offers in Hollywood. Ivan, what about magazines? Yeah, magazines and all that stuff, speaking and all that stuff. If you know what I'm saying, that you can do during the Matrix project. I don't want you taking major roles for movies because you're going to be affecting the schedule for the Matrix movie if I do the Matrix. But chances are, I told you the Matrix is not happening. I don't know, 10% chance I do the Matrix, 90% chance I do the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. Some Sarah. Yeah. I'm gonna have Keanu Reeves compete with Tom Cruise. I'll have Ben Affleck compete with Denzel Washington, Robert Downey Jr. I'll have Scarlett compete with Nicole Kidman and other actors. Maybe Halle Berry, you can have her compete too. You know what I'm saying? And I'll have John Krasinski to compete with other actors for the couples. Have Matt Damon compete with other actors for the role of the couples and for your Great Escape movie. I'm sorry? Yeah, that's smart. You don't want to have Matt Damon compete with Affleck. No, you don't. I don't want their friendship to be affected because of the movie. Because for my movie, when the actors are competing, they're competing. It's very competitive. They're competing very hard, man, because they want to be my movie so bad. I don't want Ben Affleck competing with Matt Damon for the job. And their friendship's a bit affected because of that. A little bit, right? And Matt Damon's all pissed off that Ben Affleck got the part, and even though they're best friends, he's pissed off. He wished he had the part. So it's best to just have Matt Damon be one of the couples. And I'll have him be my first choice, but he has to compete with other actors. That way he gets to be in the movie with his best friend, right? That's pretty cool. Ben Affleck, right? That's pretty cool. Obviously. Ivan, what the fuck, man? You're paying Ben Affleck more than me. Yeah, Matt Damon. Ben Affleck's bigger than you, man. That's why I'm paying him more than you. Because Matt Damon will be worth maybe, I don't know, maybe $70 million by then. I'm not going to pay you the Ben Affleck contract. You're not worth that, Matt Damon. You're not as big as him. Yeah, that's why I'm paying you less, but I'm still making sure you get paid the big bucks. A $16 million salary and a $7 million bonus, and I don't know, 28, 29 million, 29 million on the back end is a good deal for you. You signed your 50 plus million deal, Matt Damon. That's a master contract. You don't make that. Yeah, I make like my 10 in Hollywood. Yeah, you make your 8, 9, 10 Hollywood, Matt Damon. Yeah, that's a good deal for him. Matt Damon, Sarah. Yeah. For the Great Escape, right? And beware of Tom Cruise, Ivan. Tom Cruise is a greedy pig. Because that guy is huge, he's even bigger than Keanu Reeves. He's worth like $600 million. He's greedy. He might want like $300 million of the back end. I'm like, nah, man. His agent might want that. Tom Cruise is not worth $300 million of the back end. I'm not going to give him $300 million of the back end. Are you fucking crazy? That's a good chunk of my money gone. No, he gets 185. Tom Cruise. Ivan, he's big, man. You know how big Tom Cruise is? I know he's big, but he's not me and VJ. He's not me and VJ. I'm not going to do like that, man. I'm saying, yeah, he's big, but he's not me. He's not me. He's not the main show. He'll help build the buzz. He's a big, powerful actor, but he's not me and VJ. I'm not going to overpay Tom Cruise and have him do like that, man. No way, man. He gets his 185 million at the back end. That's a good enough deal for him. I can pay him his 51 million for 20.9 million bonus, 30 million salary. That's a good deal for Tom Cruise. You can pay him his 13.5 million for the merch back end, and he gets like 16 million for the game. What about 16 million and like 30 million for the profits for the game? I'm like, guys, man, I know you're getting greedy. You smell up on the water, agents, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to overpay you guys and have them do like that, man. No way. When I'm paying them's enough, if you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood and be left behind me. This is live. And Tom Cruise, I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, you sound like you're $270 million deal, Tom Cruise. That's a good paycheck for me. You know what I'm saying? Does it come with perks? Yes, it comes with perks. Tom Cruise gets the perks. Keanu Reeves gets the perks. They all get the perks, man. Yeah, it comes with perks, my companies. I'm sorry. Comes with perks, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I offer all these actors this kind of money, their agents, they're going to be shocked. Ivan, you're paying me all this money and there's no strings attached to this contract? I'm like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? You think I'm a dirty businessman? No, man, you get your freedom. Ivan, like, you're paying me all this money and you're giving me my freedom? I'm like, yeah, holy shit, man, Ivan's a good king. Yeah, I'm a righteous good king, man. You get paid all that money, more than what you make in Hollywood. You experience that glory and fame with me, and you get your freedom, man, with me and VJ. Which is nice, obviously. That's also another perk the actors get, their freedom. Yeah, guys, the company comes with perks. You also get your freedom, too. Yeah, get your freedom, man. With me and VJ, you make all that money, you experience that glorious success of fame, man. You get your freedom, man. Which is nice, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, because Chad Stileski likes Keanu Reeves, I guarantee you for the Great Escape will tell me Ivan Gold Keanu Reeves. He's biased, obviously, because he knows Keanu Reeves. He worked with him in John Wick. He worked with him in The Matrix. And that's why Chad Stileski might tell me Ivan go for Keanu Reeves for the villain of the movie. I think he's better than Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is good too, though. He was good in that movie called Collateral when he played that evil villain in the movie. Remember the movie, guys? Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. It came out 21 years ago, 2004. That was a really good movie, man. Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise was really good as a villain in that movie, obviously. But I think Keanu Reeves is better than Tom Cruise for the job. That's why I'm most likely going to go for him. But I might choose Tom Cruise. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Rob Downey Jr. is also good for the big boss too. But he's bigger than Ben Affleck. He's more expensive. I have to pay him more money. Like Rob Downey Jr., you have to pay him his 100, 18 million of the back end. You have to pay him his 25 million salary and give him a nice 18 million of the bonus. Yeah. And you have to pay him a good 8 million for the game. 9 million. Not pay him a good 8 million for the game. You give him 5 million for the merch. So let's say I pay Robert Downey Jr. 18 million of the back end plus 25 plus 18 is what? Is that 42 million? 43 million. So 118 plus 43. That's his base and his bonuses. And then 8 million for the game. And 5 million for the merch. And 200K for the promos. Yeah, Rob Downey Jr. signed a 174 million deal, which is about a 10 million deal in American money. 122 million deal in American money. Rob Downey Jr. signed. That's more than what he makes in Hollywood. For Avengers, he's making 100. I'm paying him 174, which is 122 million in his American money. He's making more than what he makes in Hollywood when it comes to the perks, obviously. Because Rob Downey Jr. is also really good for the roles. I can picture him as the big boss too. Have him compete with Ben Affleck, and you can also have Denzel Washington compete too. Denzel Washington's not as how much is Denzel Washington worth? I don't think he's worth like 200 something. I think. He's worth 300. Okay, he's worth just as much. He's worth 300 million now, so you can pay him the same deal as the same exact deal as Rob Downey Jr. You can pay Denzel Washington's 118 million, and like his 25 million base, 18 million bonus, and you pay him like an 8 million for the game, and you pay him like 5 million for the merch. I'll take a deal for Denzel Washington. You sign a 174 million deal too, which is a 122 million deal in his American money. Denzel Washington doesn't make $120 an hour. He makes like his 20, his 30. Yeah, that's my comment. Blow out the water. You know, all those actors are going to be competing hard. You're going to see Tom Cruise competing hard with Keanu Reeves. You're going to see Denzel Washington and Robert Downey Jr. competing hard with Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see Cillian Murphy competing hard with Paul Bettany for the Recruiter. Brie Larson and John Krasinski competing hard with other actors. Matt Damon competing hard with other actors. It's crazy, man. They're all competing hard. Because I think it's cool to have Matt Damon in the same movie as Ben Affleck. Because him and Ben Affleck are best friends in real life. That's why I think it's cool to have them in the same movie. That's why to give Matt Damon a better opportunity, don't have him compete with Ben Affleck. Have him be your first choice as one of the couples who gets killed. But he's in the same movie with Ben Affleck, which is pretty cool. Obviously, they're best friends, right? Yeah. I told you, Ben Affleck and all of them are praying I do the Matrix because he knows. Ben Affleck knows, even though it's cool being saved and being in the Great Escape, it's a one and done. And the 2.5 years are gonna go by so fast, man. And the movie ends. I ended off with a big party in Italy at the luxury hotel. I hosted Rick Hardman there, and the journey ends after that. And they're all begging their ass off for me to resign. I'm like, guys, you're not good for the romance story at all, okay? But they're all gonna beg. Even Tom Cruise, that guy is a big, powerful actor. Even he will beg, Ivan, man, can I be your romance story? I'm like, Tom, you're not good for the romance story at all. Oh my god. But they're all gonna beg. No, I know you think I'm joking around, man. Like, I'm not playing around, man. I don't want to work in Hollywood, man. I want to work for you for the rest of my life, man. I don't want to work in Hollywood, man. Your company blows out of the water, man. You pay me more money than what I make in Hollywood. You gave me better perks. You gave me my freedom. I had a blast being featured on your magazine photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? With you and VJ and the commercials. Going on that world tour, flying on your private jet. You know what I'm saying? The luxury buffet and staying at the nice suites and all the parties. The crazy fame. I enjoyed traveling with you, Ivan. I enjoyed being featured in Sky Source News interviews. Your company blows out of the water, I know, but you're not good for that movie, guys. They're all gonna beg, man. It's crazy. They're all begging. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. The Xanus stars are gonna beg. The Great Escape stars are gonna beg too. It's crazy. Even Robert Downey Jr. and Denzel Washington will beg, and those are big, powerful actors in Hollywood. Denzel Washington will be in his 80s by the time I do the Great Escape, but he's still good for the job, obviously. But what I'll do for Ben Affleck, he doesn't have much action scenes in the movie because he'll be older by then. But like he's a big, powerful boss. He'll be older. Denzel Washington will be in his 80s when I do the Great Escape. He'll be like 85, 86. He'll be old. Yeah, Denzel Washington. Whereas Robert Downey Jr. is much younger. Robert Downey Jr. I think he's in his 50s. Robert Downey Jr. will be maybe about 70, 69 when he does Xanus. I mean, the Great Escape if he's chosen. Ben Affleck will be about in his 60s. So those guys are younger. Scarlett Johansson will be in her 50s or late 50s, whatever it is. Those guys are younger, I'm saying. Whereas Denzel Washington's old. He's 70 now. Will be older. But he's still good for the role, right? He's still good for the role. Yeah. Some Sarah? That's what my company will blow out of the water, guys. Blow it out of the water, yeah. Yeah. Ivan, beware of Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is also a greedy pig, man. The guy demands a lot of money for his Marvel movies. He's a greedy pig. He might want like 200 million dollars. I'm like, Robert, you're not worth that, man. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, man, I'm fucking big. I'm like, yeah, you may be big, Robert Downey Jr., but you're not me. In Hollywood, you may be treated like a god and they pay you the big bucks. I'm paying you the big bucks more than what you make in Hollywood, first of all. You're not me. You're not the main show. I'm not going to overpay you and have you rip me off, man. Because the agent might be greedy. What about 200 million for Robert Downey Jr. for the back end? I'm like, no, man. You guys are getting greedy. He's not worth that. For the Great Escape, me and VJ might make our $4 billion, 3.8. I'm not going to give all the big stars like $200, $300 of the royalties. Are you fucking crazy? You're taking a big chunk of my money, man. Yeah, man. You know these guys duping you, Samsara. Yeah, man. You don't want them duping those guys. So when Tom Cruise's agent calls for the Great Escape, and Robert Downey Jr.'s agent calls for Great Escape, and Denzel Washington's agent calls for Great Escape, you're gonna tell the secretaries to tell their agents, yeah, Chad, Ivan, and VJ are interested in them. Yes, they have to read, but they have to read for the part and compete with the other actors. That's how it's gonna work. Those Hollywood actors, I'm saying. Yeah. And Ivan, seriously, man, beware of the greedy agents and managers on with their greedy pigs. Yeah, man. Yeah. And for the Hidden Valley movie, I'm thinking Dwayne Johnson and Will Smith for the captain on the boat. I'll have those two guys compete, obviously. Dwayne Johnson's huge. He's worth like $800 million. He might be a billionaire, but that's why for him, you have to pay him a bit more money. Pay him. I'm not going to go any higher than $250 million for Dwayne Johnson for the back end. And I'll pay him his $30 million base and a $20.9 million bonus. That's $51 million for Dwayne. I can pay him his $25 million for the game. You can give that Dwayne Johnson $20 million of the 18 to 20 million of the royalties for the merch. Dwayne Johnson signed his $300+ million deal. It's a massive contract. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. But his agent might push for $500 million, $400 million with Dwayne Johnson. I'm like, no. Dwayne Johnson's not getting that, man. You're crazy, man. I'm not going to pay Dwayne Johnson that. Ivan, he's big, man. You know how big Dwayne Johnson is? I know he's very big and very powerful, but he's still not me and VJ. I'm not going to do it like that, man. No way. He'll help build the buzz. I'm not going to overpay him and have him rip me off like that. No, he gets $250 million in the back, and that's a good enough deal for Dwayne Johnson. And Will Smith, he's worth like, I don't know, his $350 right now. If he's worth $400 million, which most likely he will, you can pay Will his $135. That's good for Will. What about $200? I'm like, no, Will, I'm not going to pay you $200 million. You're not worth that. You're getting greedy, Will. Ivan, I'm big, man. Yeah, well, you may be big in Hollywood, but you're not me. You're not me and VJ, man. I'm not going to do on that, man. Yes, you're going to help build the buzz for my movie, but you're not the main show. Me and VJ are. I'm not going to overpay you, Will, man. You're getting greedy. And Will might be angry because he's a greedy pig. He's greedy, Will. Yeah. I'm like, Will, if you're angry and like my offer, you're more than welcome to word I'll be a dirty slave and that's why you like my offer. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. Some Sarah. And Will, you can pay him his Keanu Reeves base. $21 million bonus on $27 million salary for Will. It's a good deal for him. You can pay him his 10 for the game, and you can give him like $7 million of the merch. It's a good deal for Will Smith. He signed like his $200 million. Will Smith, I'll sign him to the same deal as Keanu Reeves, a $200 million deal for Will Smith, which is $140 million deal in his. A $140 million deal in his American money. It's a massive contract. He doesn't make that in Hollywood, man. He makes his 20. Yeah. Bad Boys for Life, I heard Will made like his 12 or something like that, and he got like $100 million of the royalties. But even that's not the kind of money he's making for my movie. I'm paying him more than what he made for Bad Boys for Life. That's my company will blow out of the water. He's like, it's a deal, Ivan. I don't make his all. Yeah, it's a good contract, Will. You're just greedy, I'm sorry. Because Will's a greedy pig. Be careful, Will Smith, Ivan. He's also a greedy pig, too. He's greedy, Will. He's greedy, that guy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hence why Xanus will blow out of the water, and Xanus will be the best movie ever made, and The Great Escape will also be an amazing movie. And that's why what? Me and VJ are going to be boss. And you're welcome, VJ. Anyways, here's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow morning. I'm most likely off. In the morning, I'll talk more about Xanus and all stuff. This is Adamir. I'm signing up. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Don't hate me, guys. Peace.